Hi guys, I have a perfume video here for you, and this showcases my recent perfume collection. I wouldn't consider myself to be a perfume addict because, as most of you all know, I'm into handbags and vintage jewelry. So I have loads of those. And besides, I have a very a sensitivity to smell, and that started when I was pregnant. But now that my firstborn is already 13 years old, I'm slowly trying to expand my nose or my sense of smell. And if you can see, most of these are actually gourmands and citrus perfumes because those are the only ones that I could tolerate. However, I have several here, like a few pieces that have slipped because I wanted to try them out, but they're not really working for me. So I am trying to sell them. I have actually sold a lot of perfumes and I've given away a lot of perfumes that don't work. The thing is, I'm into blind buying, so when I say something, okay, I'll just purchase this, and then when I try it myself, if I don't see it that it's not working, then I get rid of it. I got rid of my Hermes Twilly, my Tiffany, my because that was really headache inducing. I've tried my best to give that Hermes Twilly a chance. That was when it first came out. I bought it right away, but it wasn't just really working for me. And I also sold my Narciso Rodriguez Poudre. When I smelled it at Macy's, it was really good, so I bought the big bottle. And then when I started wearing it, I couldn't stop from sneezing. I was just sneezing all throughout, and it was just very heavy. It's heavy for me. I don't know. I couldn't breathe. I was like suffocating and choking. So I listed that on eBay. And one funny story is that, guys, this is going to be a storytelling time. So you can go ahead and forward it if you want to. But I'm just telling you some of the perfumes that I got rid of, like the Narciso Poudre. I put it on eBay. And then I must have put in the wrong price. And because I have 100% feedback there. I've been a member since 2004, so I didn't want to lose my 100% rating just because of one perfume. Then I literally gave it away. I think it was only priced at $20, and that was the big one. I think that would have been like $100 plus, 120 or something. And I've made a mistake, so I said I acknowledge the mistake. It's all my fault. I could have canceled it, but I didn't want to. Besides, that was giving me a lot of that fragrance was such a torture on me. So I said I was just happy to let it go. So I gave it away for like $20 for the biggest Narcissa Poudre that was really new. And also, I also uh I also guys, what's going on? I can't think of the right word. I sold several perfumes like the Montal Coffee Intense. I was very excited to try it. Gosh, when it came to me, it's just so boozy and I could not tolerate it. So I practically sold it for nothing, but I'm just glad that it's out of my collection. The thing is, guys, if I could not use it, I get rid of it. But I think there are some pieces here that I'm just going to keep in my collection just for the bottles, like the Clive Christian. Yeah, I don't use them, but I just want it in my collection. And yeah, so I have a long list of perfumes that I've given away. In fact, I have more perfumes that I got rid of than my collection right now. So basically, And I've also included my empties bottles here. So I don't know why, but mostly they're Jo Malone's. I love Jo Malone, and I love Baccarat Rouge. So those are my favorite perfumes so far. All right, so let's start off with I don't know which one. Okay, so let's start off with my Jo Malones. I've also made a Jo Malone collection video in the past. Recently, I have not been buying Jo Malones because they've turned out to be a disappointment for me. I have returned the Jasmine Sambac, guys, because it was giving me headaches. I don't know what's in there that's causing me. Even my husband, he too was nonstop sneezing, so I returned it, and I also returned the Cherry Sakura because it was giving me, headaches too. And as you can see, I hate florals. I hate florals. So I'm into citrus and sweet perfumes. And I've recently sold one of my oat and a cornflower cologne because there's no point keeping two of them because I can't even finish this bottle. I know it's a limited edition, but I'm not very, very much impressed because this bottle, although it's just a small one, I can't seem to finish it, and I'm not really really into the perfume itself. It just disappears right away, and I have to have a certain mood to wear it. Although I love the oat vibe, but there's something in here that's not pleasant to my nose. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I just recently sold the other oat and what is this, oat and cornflower, because it's a limited edition, and that was the only one that I could tolerate. I did test out their collection. I think there was a spring collection 2 years ago, and that was the only one that was tolerable, and it didn't turn out to be okay. All right, so I have on the right side would be my empties bottles for Jo Malone. I just want to keep them. I don't know why. So, my favorite Jo Malone fragrance would be the Blackberry and Bay, and also the Orange Bitters. Okay, so let's. I've gone through this. This is empty Orange Blossom, grapefruit. I just finished this. Oh, I've got two grapefruits. Okay, so I must be really, really in love with that fragrance then. And I have blackberry and bay. I do also have some decants or atomizers, but I've given them away. Blackberry and bay is my favorite. And there's another blackberry and bay there. And there's nectarine and blossom. Okay, yeah. And I still have the blackberry and bay, of course. I can't be without this. Once this is done, I'm going to repurchase. So this is like literally my third bottle. And I have this orange bitters, okay, that I bought not last December, but a year before then. And this is my favorite, guys. And I would put this in the refrigerator, and when you spritz it, guys, it's just so clean. It's just so fresh, vibrant, and refreshing. This makes you smell like it's just so nice, like being in an orange plantation, and then some of the oranges have fallen from the trees, and it's just really really nice. So this was I think the second year that they came out, the Jo Malone Orange Bitters. And I also got, of course, this just from every year they actually come out with a different bottle, just different packaging, but basically the same juice. I think the first one was the checkered black and white Orange Bitters. So they call these limited edition. They're only available during I think Christmas, and I've fallen in love with this. That's why I have this. I used to have three, but I sold the other one because I'm like, okay, it's just too overwhelming because I can't even finish this yet. So I'm like, okay. So this is new, and I also have these two. The story behind this, why I have these two, English oak and red currant, is when they first came out. I told my husband I want him to get me the hazelnut, but then he got the other one instead. So I had to go and get the hazelnut. And oh guys, I'm sorry. I have failed to discuss the notes. Okay, let's go with this. I'm not really impressed with this, but my hubby likes me wearing the Jo Malone fragrances when I go to bed. He loves citrusy fruits. I'm citrusy scents, and I'm sorry. And this English oak and red currant, it's just, the smell is just hard to describe. I could I smell green woods here, and I was a little bit disappointed because I love hazelnut, because this doesn't smell of hazelnut at all. I mean, English oak and hazelnut, no. That's why I still haven't, guys, it's still practically like new, especially this one, because I'm trying to spray this just for the sake of finishing it. The thing is, I used to buy perfumes before, but I used to be very like practical. I would finish one bottle and then get another one. That used to be me. But now I can't seem to finish one bottle, and I don't know what's going on. So I think I might end up just keeping these in my collection, and hopefully I'll be using them. Hopefully I could use them. But the blackberry and bay, guys, that is just my favorite cologne, and the orange bitters. Okay, and the grapefruit too. Okay, so I have another one here. I think this is an empty thing. I think this is my third one. But I got rid of the bottles, but I just kept one. Okay, and this used to be one of my this one was a very this one is a very strong YSL. It's very potent, and I used to wear it like 8 years ago, and I really managed to finish it all up. I'm sorry, guys. Everybody's been coughing in the house, and this one Jimmy Choo is like a fruity fragrance. I can't even remember. I used to wear this every time I would go get my sons from kindergarten. So, and I used to wear that Jimmy Choo. I really have forgotten what it smells like, but I think that's fruity. And this one is it still smells good, but I've forgotten the name. I think this one is one of Ralph Lauren's best sellers. And this is my second Chanel chance. I have the other one, but I have added crystals. So, and I've given it away as a gift. I've added crystals to it, but I just only kept one bottle just for, you know, I want to keep it because I'm in love with the bottles. And this, I have a product candy that's empty. I've used it all up as well. Okay, so I have lots of empties. I don't have Marc Jacobs Decadence, guys, because I find Marc Jacobs to be very strong. So here are some of my samples. And well, I've given away some of these Pacifica. They're crap. The roller balls, they're crap. It's only $15 per stick, but I don't know, they don't dispense properly, and the scent is just really synthetic. I don't like it. It's very, I don't know. Okay, and well, perfumes that I'm loving right now are, of course, this one is Killian by Princess. The bottle looks like House of Wood, and my son even says it looks like a grenade, mama. So I love this. I wear these at night, guys. I love the marshmallowy effect, and I love this. I love this. It's 3.4 ounces, but sadly it doesn't last very long. It's like 15 minutes tops, 20 minutes tops. That's why I know I'm gonna go through this very, very quickly, like 6 sprays at a time, just so I could smell it. I don't know what's going on, but this Killian perfume doesn't have any longevity at all. As in, it's very disappointing. And this was 136, $140 plus tax. And I'm gonna be getting the Killian adults. But although I know the longevity sucks, I like it anyway. And this one is one of my recent perfumes, recent purchases. It's Thierry Mugler. Oh geez, what's the name? The Eau Croisière. I just recently made a video on this one, and guys, I don't know. I really don't like the bottle because it doesn't. I've heard that you have to purchase the base, but anyway, it just sucks because I can't put it upright. And I've been using this for like, I think 2 weeks now, and I'm very, very disappointed because I love the mango perfume. It smells like mango peach. However, at the end, because I layer this with the Body Shop mango, and every time I use this, guys, when you spray it on, longevity sucks as well. Um, it has a certain chemical smell. You know, it's like the dry down already once you've sprayed on for a long time and you try to smell your wrist or wherever you've sprayed on. It just, I don't know, there's something very, very chemical about it. And this is my very, very first Thierry Mugler. And because I love mango fragrance, so I bought this, but I find this to be a very, very disappointing perfume because it doesn't perform well, and at the same time, I hate the bottle, and at the same time, it gives off a very, very plasticky, artificial smell. Okay, and this is my favorite, of course. I'm almost through this. This is my Baccarat Rouge 540, and one of this is my most expensive, together with a Clive Christian. This was $300 plus tax. This is divine. This is, I can't say anything bad about this. The longevity sometimes on me is not that great, but I love, love, love this. So I really, really have to save up so I could get. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna get the bigger bottle, because I always grab for this every time I go out, guys. I always grab for the my not Michael Kors, the Baccarat Rouge, and it's like I couldn't compare it to anything. I just love it. The smell is like there's a burnt sugar smell. It's just so good. It's so good. Yeah, so this is my favorite perfume. And going okay, one of my newest purchases is the Diptyque Eau Duel, and this is a smoky vanilla. And yeah, so the juice is actually very vanilla-ish, very, very dark. And this is the eau de toilette. The eau de parfum, I think, costs $50 more, but for me, of course, I have to start off with the eau de toilette, and let's see if yeah, I find this overwhelming. I can only spray 2 sprays. Longevity is okay, but because the incense here is off-putting. I hate I'm sorry, guys. I hate the smell of incense. There's just something that triggers I would cough. And but after some time, the smoke smell disappears. So I could tolerate this, but as I've said, I could only spray two sprays, one in each arm. Otherwise, it would choke me. But I still love this. Okay, now this one is a very, very cheap perfume, and it's compared to Montal Paris chocolate greedy. I love chocolates, right? I love chocolate perfumes. I love sweet perfumes. This one comes off. I've made a video comparing this to. It smells like chocolate greedy. Longevity is really, really good. And I forgot I have this. And this was only $20, less than $20 on eBay, and it's called the Choco Musk Al Rehab Choco Musk, and this smells like chocolate greedy. However, this comes off sweeter, and it has like this cloying, sweet, lingering thing that could be really, really annoying. I actually use this as a pillow spray. It's a lovely scent, guys, and it smells exactly like chocolate greedy. Okay, guys, this Montal chocolate greedy, I've had the most. I've received a lot of compliments wearing this chocolate greedy. It's a blast. It's like it's. I don't smell chocolate, but it's like marzipan cookies or powder, and I would wear this at the gym, and people would compliment me and ask if anybody, if is somebody wearing, or is somebody drinking a chocolate powder, and I'm like, no, that's my perfume. And I've been asked a lot of times, and I've been asked to write down the name, and this is $170 plus tax. You can find them high-end boutiques. But guys, let me just show you what happened. Okay, so I am not really, really impressed with the bottle, and I've kept this in the bathroom downstairs. So it's like one of my go-to perfumes before. And guys, look, it has disintegrated. I'm like, what is happening? And I'm like, what is that? I know that Chloe perfumes tend to do that. The cap tends to rust, but this one is like, it's being, what is going on? So I still have a lot left there. So this one is really, really good when you spray it on your hair. I spray it on my hairbrush. I use it as a hair mist. And this one really, really lasts for a very, very long time, and the smell would even transfer onto my pillow. So I really, really love this. I know that Montal Paris, they're really, really beast mode fragrance, and there's this cupcake Montal cupcake thing in pink, or was it orange, that I wanted to buy, but then that would just be too obvious. I'm like, I have to finish this, guys. I think I still have a little bit left, so I still have to finish that before I get into another Montal. And by the way, I just to give you an update, I have sold my. I had two bottles of House of Sillage, and they're very, very expensive. I had the Cherry Garden and the Hot Bijou. I love them, but then at some point it became, I don't know, one day I love it, and then the next day I just woke up and I just couldn't tolerate it. I don't know what's going on, so I sold both of them, and I lost some money. I only sold it for less than $100, and that was $300 each. So I sold them both, and I'm like, okay, but there's no point keeping it. I wanted to keep it because of the bottle, but I said, whatever. I just woke up and it was nauseating, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, so this pink sugar, guys, this is one of the cheapest fragrances that I have here, if not the cheapest. It was only I think less than $20 for the big bottle. Guys, this would rival any of my, my high end because of the longevity, and it doesn't make me sneeze. So after this, I'm gonna get another one, and yeah, I like this because it's big sugar. It's just when I want to play safe, when I go jogging, this is my I go jogging in the evening all every day, almost every day, and this is what I wear. And I would, sometimes I would be thinking, oh God, oh gosh, I might have bees, coming after me because I smell so sweet. And what if they sting me or bite me? So, I love pink sugar. I highly recommend pink sugar. It's cheap and it's safe. And I love it because every time I use this. I use this actually when I go out to get my kid from school, and the other kids just tell me, I love it. It smells like marshmallows. Who has got marshmallow in here? Who's got candy in here? And sometimes I spray this on my son because he loves marshmallowy fragrances. And of course, speaking of marshmallowy fragrances, this one is Ariana Cloud Grande. Again, I've made a review comparing it to Baccarat Rouge. They are quite similar when you first spray them on. It has I like this. This is not a headache inducing. It's just the proper sweetness like the pink sugar. Although other people find the pink sugar to be really sweet, I don't. If a fragrance doesn't make me sneeze, then that means it's tolerable. It's okay for me. So this one is a big bottle, 3.4 ounces, and I've already used up, and I've been using it only for probably 3 days, and it's like it's all the way here already. So anyway, it's a very cheap fragrance. This was only $67. $67. So I'm good. Now moving on to my most expensive fragrances that I don't know if you call that stupidity or what. Okay, so these are the two. Let me just. This is the Queen Anne Noble Collection Rock Rose. I am very confused, guys, because they have the Rococo. I really have to do my research because I don't know the differences. I know those are time periods, but then okay, this is the seventh Queen Anne seventh, and this is the Rock Rose. This is Rock Rose. They said that this was marketed towards how do you call it? It's for actually for men. They said it's for men, but this would be too gay, guys. It's like no, I don't think. They say that this is for both men and women also, but I wouldn't want a guy smelling like this. Queen Anne Noble Collection Rock Rose. Because this is just too feminine for me, guys. It's too feminine. And for me, it's like a very classic perfume. And it's nice. It has a tinge of sweetness in there. So this is one of my floral perfumes. And I don't like florals, but this one is a little bit sweet. So I said it's okay. But I really have to psych myself because these are very strong perfumes and headache inducing, guys. So you only need one spritz on that. And this one was this is a regret because this is super flowery, super floral. I can't take this. I think I might end up just gifting this to my aunt. This is just too flowery. It's too flowery for me. I have not even sprayed this at all, guys, because it just upsets my nose. And it just I got some samples, and I used that, and I'm like, okay, I had to spray myself. I had to scrub it off. And I think this will I was telling my husband, go spray those for me, and I'm gonna keep the bottles. So I don't know, he doesn't like to, so I don't know what to do with them. They're new, practically new. I bought it from the Clive Christian site. And this one I bought it from Neiman. Was it Saxif or Neiman? Like 2 years ago. I'm selling this too, guys, because I don't know. I just wanted the feel. This was $312. I just wanted to see and feel what this world's most expensive perfume is all about. I just got so curious about it. Okay, and this is like their traveler set, and it has the X, number one, and 1872. Guys, of these three, I only tried number one because, it's the world's most expensive perfume. Of course, I have to try that. And I was given a lot of, no, not a lot. I was given a sample of X, and this smells very musky. It smells like Gucci, guys. I have never sprayed this because I did try it on the sample, and this is musky. It smells like Gucci. It smells like Gucci. It smells of my previous my our roommate loved Gucci, and this smells like Gucci. And the 1872, this smells like a very very strong aftershave. And guys, this is the one that gave me nausea and super headache. That's why I've been asking my husband to use this, but he won't. Okay, so it smells like aftershave, but I love the bottles. So my mom has a big collection of perfumes, but she has very old bottles of Chanel's and Nina Ricci's, and I'm like, oh, it smells so bad. The juice has gone so bad, but she's still using them. I don't know. And this one is number one. The last time I've worn this was like more than a year ago. When I went to church, and my husband was telling me I feel like I'm in bed with my granny. So, guys, so that's not a good description, right? So, I paid 312 for this, just so I can have a taste